Hey guys, Stevie here. Today I just want to make a quick video discussing the recent situation that happened with some of the videos on this channel. So basically a couple days ago I put out a video discussing the latest Fire Emblem Heroes banner, the Genealogy of the Holy War banner, discussing some of the new characters that were being added into the game. And what ended up happening is that video got demonetized, probably about a day or so after it went out. So just in case you're not aware of the whole YouTube Adpocalypse situation, earlier on this year, some people ended up finding some ads that were being placed on edgy or inappropriate videos, you know, maybe gory or just really awful videos that were on YouTube. So these people were actually making money off of these videos. And basically this stirred up a lot of drama and controversy. A lot of news outlets reported on it, and it became this whole debacle. A whole bunch of advertisers actually ended up pulling their ads off of YouTube and basically making YouTube go downhill pretty fast. And so ever since then, YouTube has been scrambling to implement new features to avoid situations like that happening again. And now because of that whole situation, we have the reason for today's episode. So with all YouTube changes that I've noticed, it does seem to take a couple months to actually have things roll out across the entirety of YouTube and hit everybody's channel. And now finally, about a week or two ago, I noticed that the first video that I have on the channel actually ended up getting hit for the first time. And that video wasn't a big deal. It was actually just a video of Cameron and I playing some Rainbow Six Siege. There was in fact some profanity in that video. Usually I tend to keep things on this channel basically PG, you know, PG-13 at worst. In that video there was some swearing and some, you know, questionable language. So that was sort of an outlier for the channel. Obviously we don't tend to focus on content like that anyway, so that was just kind of a weird one-off video for me. So that video didn't really make any money, and that's okay because, you know, that's not usually the type of content that we produce. That was just sort of a fun one-off video for the channel, and I wasn't too upset about that video getting demonetized. However, ever since then it seems like that algorithm or whatever is detecting stuff has actually been sitting around on the channel because the genealogy video actually got hit pretty fast after it went up. And I actually couldn't figure out for the longest time why that would happen, because that video is completely innocuous. It's PG rated. Nothing even remotely questionable happens in that video. You know, there's not even any scantily clad Fire Emblem characters that are shown in that video. Nothing at all. And so I was kind of thinking about it for a while, and then I noticed another video got demonetized. And this second video was actually a Patreon supporter video. So it was a behind the scenes episode that I put out recently, just sort of a bloopers and outtakes video. And so I began getting the inkling that perhaps the Google captioning that actually sort of takes what you're saying in the video and tries to figure out what it is and caption the video as sort of an automatic process. I kind of figured perhaps that was thinking that maybe I was saying some bad words or something when I really wasn't. And so I took a look again at the genealogy video and tried to go through it and figure out what could potentially cause it to be demonetized. And I ended up discovering that the use of the main character of Fire Emblem Genealogy: The Holy War, that character's name was actually being picked up and registered as something else, which I'll show on screen right now because I don't want to say it in this video. But basically it seems like because I said that word in that video and it was picked up the wrong way, that's why that video got demonetized. And so now the question became, what's the deal with this second video? Why is the second video demonetized? So I took a look at that video, scrubbed through it, and I ended up at one point in the video mentioning a particular long cutting device that could be, you know, taken out of context as something else because of, you know, the phrasing of those words. And so it all began to click at that point, and I sort of realized it really seems like YouTube is just beginning to ban any words or edgy content at all because of this. So if you mention smoking or anything related to that, anything remotely edgy or out of the norm, and I'm not even a smoker or anything like that, but any of that kind of content, looks like at this point your videos will at least be detected or auto picked up by their systems because of how harsh and how scrutinizing their systems are now becoming due to this Adpocalypse situation. So because of that, I did actually request to have those videos get reviewed, and they have since both been remonetized, which is good. However, the deal with that is during the time period where it is demonetized, all the ads are basically stripped off of those videos, and when you actually get the monetization back, it doesn't account for that missing time, that chunk of time when there were no ads playing on the video, which means that even though you have money coming in now and any future views, you missed a whole chunk of revenue from that period of time. And if you know anything about uploading videos to YouTube, usually the most influential time for a YouTube video is within the first couple of days. And in this case, you know, that is now taken from you because your video will get demonetized in those situations, and you lose out on that potential revenue. So this is kind of a huge situation because it means that in general, it seems like if I'm correct in my assumptions, YouTube is now going to be really cracking down on anything remotely edgy, even just misinterpreted stuff from their automatic systems, which is really awful because their systems are not very good. I mean, someone could say the same word repeatedly in a video, and if you actually look at the captions, usually it'll come up with some different phrases for that actual word that they're saying multiple times throughout the video. It's never really consistent or good at all. Some people have actually sent me examples of that particular character's name being said in videos, and it was picked up properly. So I don't know why the way that I was saying it was picked up wrong, but it just seems to be really, really random. So it's actually kind of scary. It sort of means that maybe we have to be super careful about what we say in videos and even how we say it, because these silly algorithms could be picking it up incorrectly and thus causing a lot of people to lose money. And, you know, a lot of people rely on YouTube for their income to support themselves and their families. So that's kind of a big deal. So I ended up tweeting out to all of the Fire Emblem YouTubers that I could list off in that tweet before running out of space, and basically letting them know that this situation is happening and to avoid saying that character's name in videos. So if you do actually have any Fire Emblem YouTubers or anybody else on YouTube that you think could potentially be affected by this, do me a favor and send them that tweet. I'll put it in the description of this video. Make sure they know, because otherwise they could get hit somewhere down the line. Basically what happens is that you're lured into a false sense of security. You kind of feel like, you know, your videos are fine, my channel's fine, hasn't gotten hit, nothing's happening, you know, everything's good. And then all of a sudden it'll just start rolling out, and it might be, you know, this video on this day gets hit, and a couple days later this video on this day. You know, I've seen bigger YouTubers like Boogie2988 talk about that with his Francis videos. They didn't all just go at once. It was like a slow rollout over time that they just started getting hit and hit and hit. So even if someone's video is fine now, that doesn't mean that in the future it's going to be fine then, if these systems determine that they're using words that are deemed too edgy or questionable to YouTube. So if you happen to see any YouTubers talking about these particular characters and saying their names weird or wrong or giving them weird funky nicknames, then you'll know that this is the reason why, basically, this situation. Do me a favor, and if you do think that people are going to be affected by this, you can send them this video or retweet that tweet and let them know, because I do think that this is going to potentially affect a lot of people and the money that they make from YouTube. This is a huge deal. If this is doing what I think it's doing because of the way that it hit my videos, then it could potentially affect a lot of people, and it really does seem like YouTube is just cracking down on all of these videos and potentially any future content moving forward. I mean, even if you get your videos back monetized, just the chance that any brand new video that you upload could potentially lose out on those first couple days of income is just pretty awful, to be honest. And all based on this random Google captioning, getting your words wrong and thinking that you said something the wrong way. So that's going to cut it for this video. I just wanted to mention this whole situation that was going on and inform you guys of it so you understood this. Just do me a favor, and if you do have any creators that you do like and follow and you think that they could be affected by this, send them this video, or at least let them know about this situation so that, you know, moving forward they'll be a little bit more careful about what they say, because it really does seem like YouTube is cracking down immensely now, or at least in this situation with me. I don't understand any other reason why my videos would have gotten hit. They were both completely innocuous. The second one was even more innocuous. There was not even a lot of dialogue at all in that video, so it just doesn't really make sense why else it would be hit if it wasn't because of, you know, the reasons that I stated earlier. So do me a favor and just spread the word if you can to let a lot of other creators know so that this doesn't negatively affect them moving forward. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.